Hello students and welcome to today's class. Today we're going to see the past progressive. So let's begin. You can use the past progressive to describe a longer activity that was in progress when another past event happened. For example, I was studying when you arrived. They were talking before the class. My friend was reading a book last night. As you can see, we are always going to use was or were and the verb I in ing for the past progressive. All right, that with the singular subjects, we are going to use was. And with plural subjects, we're going to use were. Now let's see how we use the past progressive in negative and interrogative form. It's very easy. In the negative form, we only change was or were to wasn't or weren't. I wasn't studying when you arrived. They weren't talking before the class. My friend wasn't reading a book last night. And in the interrogative form, we only exchange places with the subject and was or were. For example, instead of I was studying when you arrived, we say we write I was studying when you was I studying when you arrived? Were they talking before the class? Was my friend reading a book last night? All right, now let's practice this. Please open your workbook on page 51. This will be the exercise number 12. First, I'm going to play an audio and you have to read along and complete the text. Please pay attention and complete the exercise.
Track 26.
How I Met My Husband is a funny story. 3 years ago, he tweeted that he was moving and he had lots of horror DVDs he wanted to give away. At the time, we weren't following each other on Twitter, but a friend showed me his tweet. I am a huge horror movie fan, so I agreed to come and pick up the DVDs. They were waiting on the front porch when I got to his house, but he wasn't at home. I tweeted to say thank you. He replied and asked me out for a coffee. He's a writer, so he said he was writing a book and he wanted to interview me for it. I met him and he asked me all sorts of questions about my business. At the end of the meeting, he then asked me if I would like to go out for dinner with him any other day. I had to laugh. I really thought he wanted to interview me and that was it. After we were seeing each other for a few months, I asked him when he was planning to write the book. That's when he told me there was no book. He just wanted to make sure I wasn't crazy before asking me out. And he has his DVDs back because we got married last June.
All right, now please complete this exercise and then we are going to move on to the exercise B. Here we have the rule for past progressive that says you use the past progressive to describe something that was in when another event happened. What is the answer? That's right, progress. When something was in progress when another event happened. Please complete the exercise C, where you have to choose if we use was or were for each subject. And finally, in the exercise D, you only have to change the verbs to their ing form. Please solve the exercises and when you finish, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you for your attention and goodbye.